Check 1, 2. Check, check. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave Craig-Nolan. We are live at the Utica Curling Club. We are hosting the Ross Tarlton Bonspiel this weekend, and this is our first. We've been web streaming all weekend, but there hasn't been any commentators, so this is going to be our first game that actually has commentating, and I'll be alone doing the broadcast today. Chat room is open, and please give me some feedback on signal, sound, audio, and video, and we're glad to have you here. This will be the first of many live broadcasts that we do this year on our Utica Club channel on YouTube. And today's game that we're going to broadcast is Oshawa Curling Club, which is Brian Trigg is the skip, Jerry Giddings is the vice, Mike Todd is the second, Larry DeBrouwer is the lead, and they will be throwing red rocks. And Utica 2, Mike Kessler, skip, Roger Rowlett is the vice, Conrad Law is the second, and Bob Kane is playing lead. Yeah, very nice. I've got some nice things during the broadcast today to let you know about the Oshawa Curling Club. I've got some bios on the members of the team, and this is going to be a fun afternoon. Sit back and enjoy the game with me. So this Bonspiel is a little different than the normal playdown type Bonspiel or a knockout or a round robin. This is a total points spiel. So since Thursday, teams from the Ontario Curling Association, 16 of them, and 16 teams from the Grand National Curling Club, which has 76 clubs in it. It's a total points spiel. So whatever the scores mount up to, and we're not sure what those are right now, but at the end of this draw, they will, Kane delivering his first stone. Hello, Monique, as we roll on here. And Larry says hi to you, by the way. He said, ice has been fast all weekend, and players have been nice here. And this is Larry DeBrouwer's first stone of the day. Notice that the Oshawa Curling Club is donning Utica Comets hats. They went to the American Hockey League game last night, Utica Comets hats. Ice looks pretty fast out of the get-go here. Hello, Carol Ann. Nice to have you with me. And this should be a really entertaining curling game. A lot of experience out there. Yeah, Jerry has informed me that he's played 20 years in the Tarlton. Kind of a nice honor. And that lead stone carried quite a ways there for Bob. Pretty much a center guard. Now, first stone touched the ring, so Larry is going to try and take it out here. I've been watching games all weekend. There's, since this started, there's late curl. A little tricky to, very nice takeout there from Larry. Late curl with weight. If the weight is down a little bit, these stones will really curl. We're being blessed to play with brand new curling stones this year at the Utica Curling Club. This is our first season with brand new stones. And Conrad. Good looking draw here from Conrad. Just going to get to the tee line, I believe. And full in the 4 foot in front of the tee line. Good throw there. And now Mike Todd, one of our 2 dentists on the ice today here at the Utica Curling Club. Mike Kessler, the skip for the Utica team, is also a dentist. And Mike said to give a shout out to the Yin Yangs. Gotta love curling, folks. Really coming up sharp on him here. The guard, it looks like it's going to make contact anyway, so a good fortunate break there. Is it from where I'm sitting? Conrad will look to just push this back. I've got an error up on the board here, folks, so that may clear itself up. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Mike Todd with his second stone. Looking to draw. And looks like Utica's still sitting, second shot in the back. Mike looking over his options here. And decided on the draw or the freeze here. Roger Rowlett with his first stone of the afternoon.
Wait only. Take a look. Look, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good looking shot here from Roger. Looks like he's going to tap that shot. I don't know if he has enough to tap it off the... It's just going to pop it back to the button, but not a bad spot for that rock. And now Jerry Giddings with his first stone of the afternoon. Oshawa Curling Club, 8 sheets, 100 plus years of curling at the Oshawa Curling Club. Looks like that problem that we had could have cleared itself up. I don't have that message up on my screen anymore here, so I'm hoping that it looks and sounds pretty good now. Not a perfect science. We're not ESPN, but for what we got here, we do the best that we can do. Looks like Mike will try a little raise on this yellow rock here to try and get that red stone off of the button. Just touching the button is that red rock of Oshawa's. Line's getting better. Still going to hit it a little on the high side, I think. And just not enough weight. Good throw there. Now safely planted on the button is the stone of Oshawa. And I believe Mike the dentist prior to the game gave me a shout out to Dave. I want to make sure that I'm covering all my little notes here, pregame notes that I had from the Oshawa players. Thank you, Monique. Good. I'm glad it's back to normal. Sometimes we get little, like you said, little glitches in the system here, and it tends to work itself out over the years. Our wonderful technical crew here is we've got some very high-techy people here, so I'm not one of them. Golden throat, yes. Techie, no. Done some voiceovers for the National Hockey League and Major League Baseball in my years. And Terry looking for a little hit and roll here, I believe. And that adds a lot of cover for that shot stone. Getting kind of cluttered up in the middle here right now. Down to skip rocks here in the first end. A lot of experience out there curling. First-time players for Oshawa. I believe Larry and Brian are first-time players here in the Tarlton. So this is really kind of a neat thing. Always good camaraderie associated with curling. I've been playing for 24 years, and I've some of my best friends in life are fellow. Down to skip stones here. No hammer for Utica here in the first end. Oshawa has a stone pretty much buried on the button here. So I don't know if you play defensively here. Again, in a point spiel, you want to try and score all you can. And sometimes in curling, it doesn't quite work out the way that you would hope it had. Mike Kessler with his first stone of the day. Thinking just guarding up here, it looks to me like. I'm going to get a little rub off that top stone, I think. Oh, no, went right by it. Wow. Went right by it and just cluttered the mess in front of the park here. First end. John Jacon, hello there from Mayfield Curling Club in Cleveland. Hope all is well. Miss your smiling face here. Little strategy conversation here between Jerry and Brian, trying to figure out how to possibly sneak more than one here. Again, in a point spiel, you want to be defensive, but at the same token, you really want to try and put ends together where you can score, multiples and do good for your team as a whole. First skip rock here from Brian Trigg. Looks like he's trying a little double, trying to chip the yellow one out and sit three, possibly. It looks like that's what he's attempting here. I don't know. And that worked out nicely. Still has him sitting two, but he was sitting one before the shot. Great shot there from Brian. Very nicely done. Very good shot. So now the plot thickens a little bit here for Utica. Mike down to his last stone. Oshawa sitting two with hammer. And if you're Mike, you can sort of see pretty much all of the stone. It's edge on edge almost with the yellow rock in the top 12. Kind of if he hits what he can see of the second shot, he may double him out, leave himself sitting one in the back, because I don't know that he keeps his shooter if he makes the shot with the weight he's going to throw. And he's attempting a double. So here's kind of a big curling shot early in the game here for Utica. Mike Kessler, personal friend of mine. We've known each other for about 30 years. And almost, he had to hit a little more of the stone. Good attempt there from Mike. So it left Ottawa sitting one, and now they have, can you hit this yellow stone and just stick right there for two, or you can try kind of a long double. If you can double the one out and back and keep his shooter, he's going to get 3 out of this. But they're sitting one for sure. The safe shot is just to make the hit and get one. Had to come up just a little bit more, did Mike's shot there. So kind of a free shot for 2 here for Brian Trigg. The double will be a bonus. I think he'd just like to make the hit and stick for 2. And this is going to work out fine for his 2 here. Very nice shot. Very good shot. So an early deuce for Brian Trigg and Oshawa for a 2-0 lead after the first end. On to the second end now. Utica will inherit the hammer, having dropped 2 in the first end there. Nicely played end for Team Oshawa. Yeah, well worked stone there to get it over the hog line. Center guard way up high. Mike's going to play a corner guard here. Calling for a corner. And ran out of real estate there. Just over curl really hard. Wow. It stayed on the sheet, but barely. And now Brian will waste no time asking Larry to just make use of that center guard that they have and head right for the top of the 4-foot here. Well thrown there from Larry. Very nice. A little deeper maybe than they wanted. I don't think it's going to go past the tee line. If it does, yeah, it just slid past the tee line. And Mike's just going to have Bob bump this back. Bob Kane, perennially fabulous curler in this club. He's 86 years old. I think he said this is his 4th Ross Tarlton, and he's an excellent, excellent draw player. A little toasty there. Just didn't come over, but stuck around in the back 8. There's certain players that you've played against for years in curling, and you just know their strong points. Not that there's any genuine weak points to their game, but Bob Kane is a very deadly draw player. Well, Mike will try and go to the top of the 4-foot here and sit 1 and 2. Pretty fast here, pretty slick ice right now. Just hard to slow him down right in that path. It broke the pebble down. This is also going to slide past the tee line as well, leaving an opportunity for Mike. They are sitting 1 and 2, both behind the tee line, however. Most of us who play this game for a long time know that the game is genuinely played in front of the tee line. It doesn't always work out that way in club curling, but there's some good players out here today, so. Conrad Law looking to make a little takeout, kind of a board weight takeout here. It's really curling hard here. Looks like a nose hit. Can't tell quite. And it rolled over, okay. A little late curl to that. It's still going to leave. Hard for me to tell where I'm sitting, but certainly still looks like red is sitting 1 here. Now you want to put one right in the pocket here, yeah. Curling is a very fun game to watch and to call from a commentator's perspective when there's a lot of good shots being made. You know, there's like a every shot matters kind of game. Got a little wide here. Gonna stick around though. Good shot. Nice shot there from Mike. A little slash double here for Conrad. Wow, this rock's really taking off on him. I think they lost it. Coming from the center out like that, it just kind of tough. It just really curled fast out of his hand. Well, the issue's compiling here for Utica in the second end. Brian can take big control of this end if he can get one to the top of the 4-foot here. Even top of the button wouldn't be a bad place for this rock. No guard here because you don't want to give them the same shot that they just tried. And this is sliding. This is going to come right to the rocks in the back, I believe. Kind of looks like it. And again, behind the tee line. So they're opening up the door for Utica to get one in here. They're sitting 3, however. You got to put one right on the button in front of shot rock here if you're Team Utica. Hi, James. Nice to have you on the chat room. Yeah, these are the last draws of the day right here. Banquet later on for all the curlers. Good looking shot here from Roger. Trying to freeze right down on shot rock here. And looks like he's going to make it just right. Oh, that's such a fine curling shot. Very nice. Well, it's amazing how one shot can change the complexion of the end, but have those red rocks sliding behind the tee line opened up the door for the possibility of that to happen. And now, on the same token here, Jerry can slide one right, if he can freeze right down on here, I believe there's enough room for him to be shot rock and frozen as well. So I want to follow that same path. It's fast. It's really lightning fast here where they're throwing here. Front end thinks it's light. Brian thinks it's narrow, so they're going hard. It looks light to my eye, but I can't swear to it. And this one's going to come up a little short. Yeah. Okay. Now what? I'm going to pile them up. Yep. Oshawa Curling Club, about 40 miles east of Toronto, I've been told. And I'm going to guess that's somewhere around 60 kilometers, something like that. Beautiful countryside. We've been up to Sterling a couple of times to play in the Bonspiel there. A lot of fun. Skins game, I'm sorry. A lot of fun. The home of the famous and notorious Rob Ray, longtime Buffalo Sabre. If this has got legs, this is going to be good, but I think this is, they're really working it over, Conrad and Bob, trying to get this rock there, and I don't know if they're going to or not. Maybe. My goodness gracious, I'm not sure that it outcounted the red rock in the back, but pretty darn good throw. A little light. Leaves the door open here. Looks like Brian will play safe and try to keep Utica to scoring one here. Okay, down to skip rocks here. Looks like Brian's going to attempt to just throw a guard here and try to keep Utica to scoring one. The Utica stone that shot rock is pretty much locked right on the stone in front, behind, in front of it, in front of the red rock. Yep, just playing the guard. Nice guard weight here from Brian. Can't take everything away here. Mike's got the hammer. He's got a little thin double here. Could leave himself sitting 3 if he hits this correctly. That old saying in curling, you can't take everything away. You try and take your opponent's, if your opponent has a couple of different shots, you try and take away what you think is the most difficult one for them to throw. And they opted to take the draw away on that side and left Mike this kind of thin slash double. Actually, if he hits and just flops over, he can still be 1-2, I believe. I'm not sure who's third and fourth rock here either. So. Okay, a little wide there. Didn't change much. Now what does Brian do? Just take this draw path away, I think, and then Mike's playing for one. Yep, I think that's the right call right there. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Curly McRock thrower. I've seen some fabulous sweeping out here from not young men. Not a bad thing when you're throwing guards as a skip. Usually things are, if it's a survival, it's a survival. But if you need to throw guards, it's not a bad thing as a skip. Usually your the players in front of you are playing pretty darn good if you're throwing guards when you're skipping. Kind of an over and upper here. If it's over, you want to leave it just making it over. And it might have left. Draw's still there for two. Got to get one right on the tee line next to the button. Yep, it's for two. Tough shot. Got to just set it right next, touch a full in the 4-foot will do it actually here. So there's a little more ice to play with than needing the button. You don't really need the button here. You just need full in that 4-foot circle. So, but full in the 4. Red rock in the back of the 4-foot looks like it's just out in the back. And the old 4-foot draw. The old saying in curling, we just need to draw the 4-foot. Mike Kessler, Hammerstone here in the second end. Oshawa leading 2-1 at the present moment because Utica's sitting 1. And this has got a pretty good chance. A little heavy. It's a little toasty. Yeah, not going to happen. And Utica comes away with 1. So mission accomplished there for Oshawa. To be able to get the hammer back and just give up 1. So it's 2-1, Oshawa after 2. Yeah, you know, Jimmy, you're right about that. I've been watching curling here for a few days, and it's amazing how most of the guys are in really good shape here. I've seen some fabulous sweeps, and it's a big part of the game. You know, it's a team sport, and you know as well as I do, if you have guys on the front end that are guessing weight correctly, and they can put rocks pretty much wherever they have to go. You know, there's no fixing heavy, but certainly if a rock is close to being where it needs to go, brooms are huge. I don't know about you. I've been playing for 24 years, and I love the game. I've got some health issues that are affecting my legs right now. I'm playing, but it looks like my season could be interrupted. Looks like Bob's going to slide right onto the rings here with that one. Yep, fast ice. Larry's going to try and set a corner guard up here. Still sliding, still going. Oh, nice guard. Beautiful corner guard there from Larry. Not touching the rings. 5 rock rule in effect here. For those of you listening, it sounds like I've got a bunch of experienced curlers out there, so you all know what 5 rock is. For those who don't, if the first 5 rocks are not touching the rings, you cannot take them out. You can move them around, but you can't take them out. Hey, thanks for that. Yeah, very silly. I dragged a deer by myself last December, and I pulled a quadricep, and I've been working with a physical therapist all summer, and it isn't. I started curling this year, and I had a couple games in, and I've re-injured it, hand and knee. So we'll see what happens. I may have to go to the stick, and I'm not sold. I'm trying everything to not do that, but I will if I have to. Back to the game here. We've got a couple of yellow rocks here. Utica stones on the rings. Takeout time here for Larry Larry DeBrouwer, thank you. Good shot. He got one of them out of there. Utica still shot rock in the 8-foot. No hammer here for Utica. They scored 1 in the second end. It's not up on the board yet, but Utica did score 1 in the second end. And it looks like Mike's going to try and get a guard up here. Looks like nice guard weight. Sure taking a long time to curl. And mission accomplished. Nice shot there from Conrad. Mike Todd back in the hack. Five rock rule not there anymore. All 5 rocks have been thrown. So he's going to go for a takeout here. Looks like just off nose. He might get a double here. Good shot there. He got one of them. Still left Utica sitting 1, just biting the 8-foot circle behind the rock that was just thrown there by Mike. And now Mike Kessler will try to get Conrad to draw around these rocks. Plenty of room to draw here. Very entertaining curling game so far. And it got by and it shoved that shot rock behind cover. Now it's really covered up. You just heard Brian yell down, same shot to Mike. So he's going to try and run. Looks like he's going to try and run that red rock that's touching the center line back into the yellow rocks. I'm not sure how to hit these where you get them both. Tough shot if he's thinking of the double here. Over curling on him a little bit. Took one of his own stones out and actually left Utica sitting 2. Curled real hard on him. Even with that weight, it was nice controlled takeout weight and it really curled hard. Oh, okay, Jimmy. You were the backup for Oshawa, couldn't travel to Manila. I'm sorry about that. I hope you feel better. Best awesome sweeper. And a really nice guy to boot. Yeah, I had chats with Team Oshawa prior to the game just to get some information on Oshawa Curling Club and them personally. Great bunch of guys. Mike looking to guard up here. Boy, the Rocks are with draw weight here and guard weight. If you get them started early, they'll go a long way. That rock went a lot further than I thought it was going to go. Nice shot there and a good guard from Roger. Still room to come down through that port, which is Brian's going to waste no time for Jerry to come down through. Is definitely wide open. Needed to curl about another 6 inches and it would have taken them both away, but didn't quite work out there for Utica. They're thinking it's tight, and they're on it right away. He's definitely on the top guard. It's going to chip that top yellow guard out of the way and roll over. And we're back to where we were right before these two shots. If you're Mike, I don't think you want to touch that. Don't want to touch that center yellow one. A little tap on the yellow rock that's in the 8-foot circle is not a bad shot, but it's really fine to get it through those two, through that port. And I think he's just going to play the guard. That could be said for every curling club, I think. Actually, he's not throwing a guard. He's trying to draw behind the center stone here. And it looks like he's got a dandy of a shot here. Yeah, right on the button. That's a fine throw. So he was not throwing a guard, folks. He was actually trying to draw around, and well done there from Roger Rowlett. Perfect button draw. Utica sitting 3 now. Last stone for Jerry Giddings, vice for Oshawa. Trying to come between this port and take this shot rock away. It looks like it's got a chance. It's going to tick. No, it's by. He's got it. Nice shot. And that's a great shot from Jerry. Cutting Utica down to 1, still with 1 pretty much buried on the button. But a fine, fine curling shot there. Down to skip rocks here in the third end. Oshawa leading 2-1. Mike Kessler without hammer here. I don't I don't know if he's trying to slide by the front guard and chip the red one out and sit 3, or he's just guarding. I'm not sure. Looks like a guard. The guards are huge, man. There's a lot of great old sayings in curling, like I just have to, whenever somebody usually says in curling that I just have to do something, I just have to throw a guard, or I just have to throw a tap back, it makes you, when for those of us who play the game, you realize how complex sometimes those things are. Well said. So Mike threw a guard here, and the run back is not there now. A little chip on the red one, maybe. It looks like he can see about half a rock on the red one. Not throwing that at all, though. I'm assuming he's trying to come down through this port and chip the yellow one out. Even if he doesn't keep his shooter, he'll be sitting 1. It looks like a lot tougher shot up here, but there's plenty of room to do it. But it's fine. The weight's got to be just right, or this rock's going to curl like crazy if he's down weight. Looks like he's trying to throw through the house to the board kind of weight here. Or maybe he's just trying to draw through there. Wow, look at this thing come. Now a little direction. Oh, he almost got a little rub. It just went through. Wow, he needed a little rub there off his own stone. He made it. Great try there. Ideally for Mike Kessler here, I think if you can slide through here and sit 1 and 2 without leaving him a double, that would be fine. Even if he just blocks the port, there's a pretty tough shot here to raise that red stone on the left at second rock. Good strategies by good curlers here. This is a cat and mouse game thus far. Looks like he's going to try and draw this port. Put one right on top of his own stone here would be ideal, right? Or 1 and 2 behind the red one. I should say out counting the red one. Don't want to leave a sitting duck in the middle of the 4-foot and give him a chance for a double. Now he's just going to play a rub off this and just guard the 4-foot, which is fine. And it didn't quite achieve it. That port is still there. And Brian's going to waste no time in setting his broom and going after this stone. Tough shot, though. I mean, this thing's pretty much buried. Hammer stone, third end. Ottawa leads 2-1. Utica has a tying stone on the button. And this rock's not off the guard yet. But Maybe. Oh, wow. Good try, but Utica has a steal of 1 here in the third end to tie the game at 2. Tough shot. On to the fourth end now. Scoreboard has not been updated yet. Again, this is a total point spiel, so it's the most points scored by Ontario Curling Association and the most points scored by the GNCC after a 3-day Bonspiel. So they won't announce that till later when they tally up all the scores from the other games. I think players have a pretty good idea who's ahead. At this point, from what I've been listening to, it's pretty safe to say that Ontario Curling Association is ahead. I didn't see all the games this weekend, so I'm not going to speculate by how much. Wow, that rock went a long way. Holy schmoly. Bob Kane will look to guard this rock up that's in the 12 foot. Coming over nice now. Nice shot there from Bob. Beauty. Very nice. Free guard zone still in play here. Larry will try and chip this yellow rock out that's in the 12 foot. Ideally keep his shooter there. Coming back now. Little directional sweeping here from Mike Todd. Worked out nicely. Don't know if it's going to get it off the rings. And I'm not sure who shot rock. Looks to me like the red rock over there is shot rock. Mike will disregard those rocks and go use his guard and go for the top of the 4 foot. They updated the scoreboard for you folks down there. 2-2, we're in the fourth end. Nice shot there from Conrad. Right to the button. Half a rock showing from the other end. It's one of those either-or shots. If you can get to shot rock and chip it out, great. If not, and you hit the guard at this point Free guard zone is over, so that wouldn't be the end of the world to get rid of that center guard either. Be what we call a good miss in curling. Good looking shot here. Oh boy, it's going sideways on him. Oh, he missed it. Oh, it curled up hard. It curled up real hard on him. A lot of red rocks on the park here now with Hammer. So getting to be some crucial shots here for Team Utica without Hammer. Boy, that rock curled a ton late. Holy smokes. A little swingy. Great shot, though, from Mike. I believe if they got started on that a little bit early with the brooms, they would have kept their shooter as well. Wow, nice throw there from Conrad. Not second stone, however. So this is getting to be a little sticky here for Utica with all those red rocks on the park. Sitting 2 and 3 right now is Oshawa. I think. Hard to tell with that rock at the top of the rings from my angle. Mike will get another chance at getting this yellow stone off of the button. This one's got a better line than the first one. Threw a little more weight than he did the first time. And it looks like he certainly got a piece. And not enough, just enough to move it over behind the guards. Wow. A little bit more weight than he threw the first time. How are you, Dwayne?
Better after I won that game.
So a little break here for Team Utica here in the fourth end. Was starting to look a little bit shaky. And Roger will guard up here. I mean, if you can get one right in between these two yellow ones would be ideal, right? And that's what he's shooting for. He's not guarding. He's trying to sit 1 and 2 in between these two rocks. And it's there. It's a little deep, I believe. It's not coming over behind the tee line. No, he stopped it right on the button. Jerry Giddings with a chance now to tap this rock back and get Oshawa back into line for a deuce here. Great game. Well played. My goodness, if it's got legs, it's going to be all right. It looks like it might overcurl on him. Oh, just a little light, I think. And it just buckled on him at the end. The weight was actually pretty good. It just curled hard. Good shot. Really good shot. I think it gets there if it gets around the yellow stone in the 12-foot. I think it gets to where it has to go. Now Mike's got to guard for his life here. No doubt about it here. Now you play guard. Play the guard game here for Mike Kessler with Roger Rowlett here. Again, we're back to that. You just need a guard. I love that in curling. Well, we just need to do this. Weight's pretty good for a guard. Looks like good guard weight. It's going to curl hard. It's been curling like crazy here if you're down weight. And here it comes. Pretty much on its own. Fine shot. I don't think you could have walked that one down any better and set it down. And Bryant's going to be forced to try to move some stones around here in the front of the park, try and give himself a chance to get a look at these two on the 4-foot. Little communication there. Team Oshawa. Shooter Jerry Giddings wanted to know where Brian wanted to hit those top stones. We do have cameras on both ends now, so you can take a peek when you're throwing or before you throw. This come up just a little. I think this is going to work out just right. You're going to double them both out of there. Very nice shot. Very, very, very nice shot. Good an outcome as I think you were going to get out of that. Hammer belongs to Oshawa this end. We are down to skip rocks in the 4th end in a highly contested game. Very nicely played so far. Looks like Mike might be throwing a raise on his Yellowstone in the 12-foot, I think. I think that's what he's throwing. Yeah, he's just throwing a guard. Wow. Boy, it just curled like crazy when it got inside the hog line. Now he's got to, it's tough. He's got to hit what he can see of that. Just trying to give himself a look here, I think. I mean, just, if he hits what he can see of that red rock that's at the top in the 12-foot, it'll work. But boy, it's fine. He's just got to squeak it by the other red rock that's just biting the top of the 12-foot. I'm not sure what he's throwing. I'm not sure if he's trying to raise his own or run the yellow one back and try a double on the yellows. I'm not sure. I'll know depending on what turn he's going to throw, but I'm not sure right now because the broom is there for both shots. Looks like he's throwing the in turn. He is throwing the in turn. Okay. So it looks like he's trying to double these yellow rocks out. And I believe it's on the top yellow one. And no harm done there. So he was trying to yellow, run back. Left his own stone in the top for more clutter. Mike with his last stone coming. This is one you might ask yourself, if I don't throw, what does my opponent have? I would do that sometimes when I'm skipping. Again, it's a point spiel, so you want to score as many points as you can. What you don't want to do is work for the other team and open up the front end and blow the whole end apart. They're playing basically a perfect end is Team Utica. Yeah, I don't think you want to touch any of the rocks on the left side here. I think this is probably a... Still could be made a draw on the other side, but maybe he doesn't get to shot rock either. So this is probably the safer of the bets. Full 8 foot here has him sitting 3 if he can make it. So a draw shot here from Mike. It looks like he's just trying to put a stone full in the 8 foot here and sit 3 and then let Brian Trigg figure out what he's going to do to try and win the end. Mike Kessler, his last stone of the 4th end. We have a 2-2 tie. This looks like a perfect shot. If it stays in front of the tee line, it's a dandy. And it just crossed the tee line. Very nice throw there from Mike to sit 3. Now is Utica sitting 3. So this is the only shot really I think that Brian has, which Mike could have taken away with his first one, but opted to not do that. Nice shot there from Mike. So a little back against the wall shot here for Brian Trigg, the skip of Oshawa. I'm not sure he can get to the shot on the button, but if he draws down to that which is second rock, he'll cut Utica down to 1, which would be a big victory for the end, the way things have gone thus far for Oshawa. Hammerstone, 4th end. Laying it out to the sweepers. Oh my. It looks like he pulled the string a little bit. It's light. Oh boy. Not going to get there. This is going to be a steal of 3 for Team Utica to take a 5-2 lead at the end of 4. Ah, baby. Oh boy. So I have a visitor from the Catskills in the chat room. Pamela Turner, welcome to the Utica Curling Club YouTube channel. Nice to have you watching the game today. Oh boy. So we are on to the 5th end. Big change in certainly in the game with a 3-ender there, a 3-end steal for Mike Kessler and Team Utica. Center guard up for Utica. Ryan's got to put some corners up here now and try and put himself in line to no panic situation here, though. We got to get his deuce back. How often have you seen in a curling game where one wonky end can kind of change the complexion of a game? But there's still some time left here. It's the 5th end. These are 8-end games. And these games are actually on the clock, folks. I think they have an hour and 50 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking at the clock as we speak. There are just about 42 minutes left. And when that clock runs out, they get to finish the end that they're playing, and then the game is over. It's done. So you got to move right along. Mike's going to get a little more aggressive here now, up 3 and short. The pro side misses short, but he would like to put one right behind this yellow one, I believe, on the 4-foot. Good looking shot here. Plenty of room. Waits there. And that's a pretty darn nice curling shot from campaigner Bob Kane. I've spoke about his draw ability earlier in the game, and all of us who have played with him for years here know he's an absolute fabulous draw player. So it was funny, before the spiel I heard him talking. He said he wasn't sure if he ever played lead before. Somebody said, Bob, you've been curling for 50 years. You must have played lead at one time or another. But he certainly has held his weight up here. Also was a fabulous college wrestler. He's told some wonderful stories about his college wrestling career that are stellar. I think if you're Mike, you'd like to put a rock right in between these two yellow ones now, or short. Yeah, right there is okay. Yeah, I think that would be a ideal spot for the stone. Pressure mounting here for Oshawa. Conrad Law looking to draw the 8-foot circle here. Full 12 behind the yellow guy. Right in between the two yellow ones would be an ideal spot for this rock. This one's not coming over. Okay. Giving Oshawa a chance here now, leaving that one in the open. Hit what you can see of this rock and maybe get the double here. Mike Todd, one of our two dentists playing in this game today. Big shot here for Ottawa. Can turn this end right around with a good shot here. It's coming. Looks like he's got it. Oh, nice shot. It's got to get by the, and still left yellow sitting shot rock, but behind the tee line. Nice shot there from Mike Todd. And Mike's not going to fool around. He's going to go ahead and just try to get rid of this red rock. Solid Conrad Law playing second here for Utica. And nice shot there from Conrad. Yeah, Brian's going to have to drive. I thought he would, you can't play the takeout game here for too long if you're going to try and score here for Brian. Because if he makes this double, he still leaves his rock sitting in the open, right? So he's got to try and take advantage of these guards that he has in front of the house and draw. Good call here from Brian. looks like it's got weight. Yeah, a little toasty here, huh? Fast piece of real estate we're playing on here right now. Fast piece of real estate. It's still left Utica sitting 1 and 2. Line was super, just a little heavy there for Mike. Now Roger will try to do the same shot that Mike just did. Ideal spot, be top of the 4 foot behind these 2 guards. Front end is really working this stone over. It looked a little light out of his hand, but they started it early, and that's the difference with these rocks. If you can keep them going, they will keep on skating. That thing went a long way. Fine shot, good team shot. Front end saw that it was needing it right out of his hand, and they brought it in the full 8 circle, full 8 foot. And I believe shot rock at that. Jerry Giddings trying to clean some things up here for Ottawa. Faux pas. Oshawa. The last couple ends haven't gone quite Oshawa's way, so chance to bail out here for Jerry Giddings. I think he's got a good shot here. This is a good looking shot. Oh, that's not possible. That is totally not possible that he could go through that port. If you tried to go through that port, you'd have a hard time doing it. So an unfortunate spot there for Oshawa. If he hit any of those rocks, he might have doubled something out. That's just an unfortunate miss there. Well thrown, too. Utica looking to sit 4 here. Looks like it's going to make the rings. I don't know if it's going to outcount the rock in the back, and in fact it did. Wow. Whew. Man, oh man. Oh, it's good news for Jerry is he's got the same shot that he just threw. I can't imagine going through this port twice. I've been curling for 24 years, and I've never rooted for my opponents to miss, so being a commentator, you stay neutral anyway. Certainly I'm a Utica curler, but I love to see good curling shots made no matter who's throwing them. So he's getting a second chance at the one that he just slid through the port, which I thought was almost impossible to do. Looks like it's on the same line, too. It's a little wider, this one. It's going to get that one yellow rock out and roll over, I believe, on top of the other ones. Still left Utica sitting 3. Boy, and there's a mess of rocks in the front here. Well protected are those rocks. Hard to get to. Let's see what Mike has up his sleeve. He could just throw a guard here, I suppose. No, he's going to go for the gusto. The 4-foot circle's still open and accessible. Mike's going to draw. "32 minutes left on the clock here, folks. All these games are timed. Again, once the time runs out to 0, there's whatever end you're in, you get to finish, and then no further. as I understand it. Down to skip stones here in the fifth end. Utica up 5-2. Sitting 3 right now. And it looks like it's way out there. It's starting to curl now, but it's still way, there's a lot of line. A lot of line. Starting to come hard now, though. Look at that rock curl at the end. Wow. I can't believe this rock got where it got. Holy smokes. If it went another 2 feet, it would have been completely stuffed. So it's accessible now. There's a little glimmer of hope here for Oshawa to get some of these yellow rings. Utica's sitting 4 right now. I think you wind up shot rock if you can double these 2 rocks out, I think. Got to sort of hit the one to the center first, I believe. It's going to be in the open no matter what after what happens here with this rock, but it's cleanup time here for Brian Trigg of Oshawa. Not the kind of shots you genuinely want to throw when you're skipping. Hi, Bruce. I'm good. How are you today? Definitely not the kind of shots you want to throw. This is why the skips get the big bucks, though. Yeah. 5, 6. Looks like back house kind of weight that he threw. And he's going to get one of them out of there. That one rock, shot rock's going away. And it left it in front of the other stone. Utica's still sitting 3, I believe. Yeah, Utica is still sitting 3 right now, it looks like. 2 for sure. No hammer here for Utica. Mike down to his last stone. Oshawa has the hammer. I'm thinking Mike's going to try and throw the same shot and stuff one behind his yellow one. And either way, I think Oshawa's playing for 1 at best, even with an in-off, because he'll need to use his own to in-off to get his 1 here. So this is a good call here. If you can get one on the button here, if you're Mike, or in the 4-foot circle behind your shot rock, you're going to be in pretty good shape here. If it's not going to bury, you don't want it to be too deep, so the other skip can hit it and be shot rock, right? So this rock curled like crazy the last time he threw it out there. Watch this rock curl when it hits the hog line. Here it comes. This one's a little wider than the first one he threw and a little heavier. A little heavier. A little toastier. You want to take this back now, don't you? If he comes to it, he's going to be shot rock. You want to take that back. So there's a backer here now. So Mike actually left Brian Trigg out here. He can come to the shot in the back, draw the 4-foot for his 1, and he's got a backer. Ideally, you would have liked to sweep that rock back so if Brian came to it, it's not going to be shot. They left that kind of a sitting duck there for him. So we'll see if Brian can bail out. Right now, Utica's sitting 4. So 3 for sure. Big shot here from Brian. This is kind of a game saver here for Oshawa skip Brian Trigg. Needs full 4-foot circle for his one. Line's great. Oh, it's really diving on him. Oh my goodness, is it by? I don't know. Yeah, he made it. He made it. Oh, what a nice shot for his one. Wow. Little rub off the Yellowstone, and that's a game saver there for Brian Trigg to get back into it here. 5-3 after 5. On to the 6th end we go. Utica will have hammer here in the 6th end, up 5-3. Larry DeBrouwer, lead for Oshawa, up here in the 6th end. It's going to come onto the rings, I believe. Little congratulatory fist pump there for Brian Trigg, making a very crucial shot in a pivotal point of the game against 4. Michael set up his corners here. Very nice. Larry will try and cover his rock up here. Rock in play here. Don't want to be on the rings here. Nice shot there. Good adjustment for Larry. Again, Team Oshawa sporting their Utica Devils hats. They went to the Utica Comets game last night. And hat giveaway. All sporting those nice Utica Devils hats. Right on the button. Good teams. Been a pleasure to watch and a pleasure to bring to you. Both teams providing us. It's like a center guard here. Boy, if you're light now, it's really going to buckle on you. Not a bad outcome, though. Not a bad outcome. It's going back the other way now. Just starting to lose a little, betcha. They're holding it. No, he said it's got room. It's really coming hard. Pretty darn nice shot there from Conrad. Perfect freeze. Fortunate to have to get your own rocks out of the way, but under the circumstance with those two rocks frozen on the button, you got to do it. Now Mike will try and cover it up, put it back. The old "we're there and they're not" game now for Mike to try and keep these rocks covered up. Conrad made a beautiful freeze with his first shot. See if he can answer with a guard here. You just got to, perceive this curl that's happening here late. It's going to be okay. Just going to slide by the red one, a little tick. And again, mission accomplished there. Mike has hammer here. Oh boy. Teams have about just under 19 minutes on the clock. Looks like this is over curling on him. He's just going to chip it away. Yep. Open it up. Got rid of the guard. Michael put it back, pretty sure. Roger Rowlett for Stone here in the sixth end. Well thrown. Gets half behind this red one. It's perfect. Yeah, that's a good shot. And here's Brian's chance. He's got to go for try and get these two yellow rocks away from each other a little bit. A little tap. Just something. Get these rocks unfrozen here on the button without hammer. Give himself a chance here. Even if Utica scores one here, there'll still be 2 ends left to play. I don't know if they're going to get 2 ends in with the time as such. There's only 17 minutes left on the timer. Tough to play 2 ends in 17 minutes. And this one's not over. Just not going to come over. Oh, just wide enough. Now you want to plug this port up. Guard attempt here from Roger. His second stone. He really dumped this one. Don't think they're going to get it over the hog line. Yeah, they just did get it over. Same shot still available. Still available to Brian. Skip stones here in the sixth end. I won't call this a game-saving shot yet, but it's almost. Utica scores 2 here. It's going to be tough. Brian looking to put one right on the button here. Just a little tap maybe on both of them and sit there. It's possible he could squeeze in for shot. Not a lot of room to do it, but it can be done. Just not coming over. If it's skinny's off of this, it's got a chance. It's got a chance with a skinny. No, it's going to over curl on him. Just didn't come over. Weight looked really good too. It just didn't come over. Just plug up the hole, I guess, if you're Mike, right? Little strategy conversation here between Mike Kessler and Roger Rowlett. Mike has 2 shots left. Brian has 1. Ideally, I think you'd like to come half behind this red rock that Brian just threw. Actually, if it corner freezes the red rock, wouldn't be a horrible outcome either for him. A corner freeze on the red rock wouldn't be bad at all. There's no way in on the draw path at that point. I think if you're Mike, you err on the side of light here and just fill in the gap, fill in that port. The rock that Brian just threw is not raisable by the angle it's sitting at. The lovely game of curling. Sitting 3 is Utica now, but looks like this rock is, if he hits of what he can see of this rock or even hits it on the high side, he got a good chance of doubling 2 of those yellow stones out. I don't think the triple is there. From where I'm sitting, it looks like a very, very tough triple. Now, the triple's not there, but he's got a good chance at the double here. If he hits it on the handle, I think both the shot rock and the rock that was just thrown both go away. Utica would still be sitting 1 with 1 stone left. I'm not sure Brian can come out of this sitting shot rock. Oh, it looks like a pick too. It actually picked on him. Oh. What, the hard way? And just tapped him in for 3. Oh boy. So Mike has basically a free shot for 4 here, folks. Sitting 3 right now, so if he doesn't throw, it's 8-3 after 6. If he can make this, it'll be 9-3. 10 minutes remaining on the timer. That was a very difficult shot. I mean, just tough. It looked like the rock might have done something wonky on him, too, halfway down. This will just be an added bonus if Mike can draw the 4-foot circle here. Looks like he's all over it. No, it's actually gonna go right by. Okay. So a 3-bagger for Utica to take an 8-3 lead after 6. Just under 10 minutes left on the timer. I'm guessing this will be the last end. Couple unfortunate ends there for Oshawa. We had a real nip-tuck cat and mouse type game. Back to work here for Team Oshawa. Set up some corners here and try and get some points here coming for home. Seventh end of play here in our featured game. Utica 2 and Oshawa. 8-3. Utica with a commanding lead here. Bonspiel, you want to score as many as you can. Okay. Duh. Uh-huh. Okay. And then, as I understand it, you get to you finish the end that you're in when it goes to 0. Okay, that's what I thought. I announced it as such. I wanted to make sure it was. Inside of 5 minutes left on the timer right now. This will undoubtedly be the last end of play in this game. A few more games finishing up to full house. Shot rock in the back 4. Great weekend of the Ross Tarlton Bonspiel here at the Utica Curling Club. Great camaraderie, always is among curlers. Some of the most fun I've had in my life is in the confines of the Utica Curling Club and other clubs as well. Utica's still sitting 1 in the back. I think Mike will still attempt to draw here. Yep. In front of the tee line, in front of the button, and the 4-foot would be an ideal spot for this. The Ross Tarlton has been going on since 1967, I believe. Fascinating how some of these amateur curling tournaments have gone on for eons. Our Mitchell tournament here is plus 150 years now. It's just hard to believe. One of the most sought after medals in amateur sports worldwide. Gets to come out once a year. And that will be in January. And there's a fine shot. And now Terry Giddings to finish up his weekend as well. Under 2 minutes on the timer now, so this will be the last end of play. Hi, Merrick. Good, how are you? Down to the nitty-gritty here. 1 minute on the timer. Players will realize that this is the last end that they're playing right now. This is the last end that they're going to play. Is Roger going to throw a guard with his last one? Try to protect the Red Rays, which really looks like about the only thing that Oshawa has at this point.
He said it to everyone.
Couldn't have set that down any better, Roger. Harry Giddings trying a little run back here. Go out with a bang. Looks like he's got a pretty good looking shot coming here too. 1 and 2. Oh, almost made. Kind of left it in the same place. Oh my goodness, Utica's sitting 4. Oh, almost. Good try there. Good throw. I don't know if Mike's just trying to guard the draw path here or stuff another one in there. Again, point spiel like this, you want to score as many as you can. If it's not going to bury. Wow, that rock went a long way. Top 4, top button, top 4. Pile of yellow rocks there around the 4-foot circle here for Utica, sitting 5. First skip stone coming here for Brian Trigg. Again, it's been a pleasure to broadcast the final draw of the Ross Tarlton Bonspiel in the Utica Curling Club today. Hope you enjoyed the game. Had some folks in the chat room. It was a pleasure to have you folks there giving feedback. Had somebody from Phoenix watching the game. And Brian Trigg to close out his weekend here. All the players are preparing for a banquet this evening in the club. And we all know any curling bonspiel that there is, and even league night curling, the camaraderie is second to none. That's really the beauty of this sport at the level that we all play it at. So he's got a great shot here. He can sneak one in there. Good shot there from Brian. Utica was sitting 5 at that point. Now they're just sitting 1. Mike's just going to throw a long guard here and try to prevent Brian from scoring. Oh, thank you very much, Monique. That's kind. Appreciate your kind words. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the game, and I'm glad the little glitches that were there at the start went away. Trust me, I couldn't have fixed them. Mike throwing a guard here. And we'll be down to our last shot here for Skip Brian Trigg. Again, when this draw is all done, the points will be tallied, and we'll find out who the winner is between the OCA, the Ontario Curling Association, and the GNCC clubs, 16 teams from each. I believe they'll announce that at the banquet this evening. And Brian will try a little squeeze one around here and see if he can tap his red rock up to the pot and take the end. And just a shout out that this game will be archived on our Utica Club Curling channel on YouTube, so you can come back later on and watch if you choose to do so. Last shot of the game here. Going to be 9-3 or 8-4, depending on the outcome of this shot. It just dove on him. Oh boy. It actually pushed Utica in for 2. So 10-3 the final. Utica victorious over Oshawa. Again, thanks for being part of the broadcast today. I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did, and we'll look forward to more live web streams from the Utica Curling Club as our season progresses. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.